For Lieselot Poppin.
Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. So, I see confused faces. Yeah. Yes, I am a superhero. And I'm not just a regular superhero. I'm a Sailor Moon, and you can call me that way today. As a Sailor Moon, I'm in recruitment and talent acquisition around 9 years. Freshly, I become a co-founder of a newly built company called Bridge. I built it together with Andre, which one is sitting here. It's a basically employer branding agency, which one as well producing or building training programs on recruitment marketing and employer branding. And this is the clicker, right? Yes. So this is me and my beautiful hobbies. And I think this year I saw Superman on stage like twice. And you know, Superman has it easy because he was born with superpowers. But I like Sailor Moon because she wasn't born with them. She transformed in 5 steps. And that gives me hope that maybe I can become a hero too, even though I was not born with superpowers. And to give you an example of my transformation. So, for example, 4 years ago when I came to Amsterdam, and you would hear me speaking English, you would probably not really understand me. I had pretty broken B1, B2 level, and super strong Eastern European accent. A year ago, if you would see me for first time ever on the stage, I was shaking, I was nervously walking, my voice was trembling, horrible. And now, I'm writing blogs, training people, and I'm standing here like Sailor Moon. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. And today, I would like to share with you how you can transform in 5 steps as well. So we people want to see, we see, and we want to be seen as the top of the iceberg. We think we are free individuals, we are rational, logical, that we have everything under control. Well, no, that's not true, because we are actually all of it. We are all iceberg. We are all that hierarchy. Everything is it. And to give you as well example how to use this model in practice, let's look at the safety need. And speaking about that, I don't feel really safe being on a skirt and heels on the stage. But how to use safety needs in maybe messaging when you're messaging to your candidates. So let's look at the statement, my work is close to home, is an employee experience statement or statement of candidates or employees, mostly what they're really looking into a job. So my friend Ilya, he's working in Finland, And, nobody really wants to relocate to Finland. It's cold, it's dark, and he had hard times to attract people to the country and to his company. So what he did was brilliant, and I wish it was my idea. So he sourced basically candidates from cities, which one were really famous, how horrible commuting is there. And then he tailored a message towards that, as you see on the picture. And he just tapped into candidates' needs. And it worked. He attracted candidates, get them to the Finland. I'm not sure how long they stay there, but they at least get there. But to do it correctly, this indirect thinking and putting it to your messaging to influence candidates, you have to really know your audience. And I'm gonna give you an example on developers because in my career life, I mostly work with developers. And I put all developers to one bag. I know that HR people should not do that, but I didn't. I put them all to one bag, and then I was looking in that bag for common personality traits. I thought they're all developers that like same job, that must be something similar. There must be some personality traits which one they have all common. And I found them. And then I was researching further because I want to find out what kind of persuasive methods actually works on those personality traits. And I found it as well. So companies, a lot of times doing over and over same mistakes. So when they're describing or messaging outside, they always talk in we language. We do, we are, we have. But once you change that to you language, you will join this company, which is you will have, you will do, you're gonna win. Because that's what's tapping into developers' mind, because they're a bit self-centered. They like to think about me, I, and myself. And honestly, they don't care about your freaking company. There are hundreds so identical to it. So why they should respond to you? Did you talk to them? So use you language, because that's, I think, the most important thing. And not only for developers, but generally in your messages, use you language. And then my friend Ilya, really brilliant guy, he gave me research to read. And I felt I won jackpot. Why? Because I could, thanks to this research, understand developers even more. I could understand their emotion, frustration, and what's behind that. What are the reasons? And I was really happy about that I knew that, because then I could adapt my message towards that, towards their needs. Because I want to bring people human experience. And only when you're tapping into their needs and their hidden needs, then you're bringing real humanity there. So, but to as well send a message, you have to understand how the language works. So, we have organs like hunch, heart, and head. I mean, in this theory, they are all in brain, but I like to call them organs. And hunch, for example, there is 95% of all brain activity in hunch. And it's 80,000 times faster than head. We can call hunch as a guardian angel. So which one telling you what's safe and what's rewarding. Heart, for example, is 20 times more powerful than head. When we are emotional, we're releasing oxytocin, what means connection or love. It's releasing serotonin, what means pride, confidence, esteem. And it releases as well cortisol, what means fear, shock, stress. Do you see the hierarchy there again? But I'm going to tell you as well one secret. The head is not that clever as we think. We are not stupid, don't get me wrong. Head can do extraordinary things, but only when there are under three conditions. One is that head needs to be calm, well fed, and focused. Only in these three conditions we can do extraordinary things. And do you think, is it possible be calm, well fed, and focused in this crazy digital age and with this fast-paced lifestyle? Well, let me tell you the story of my teammate Daphne. So Daphne she's definitely the best target for diversity sourcing. She is a woman, experienced developer, gay with tattoos, smart, funny, great girl. And once she came to me and telling me, Eva, I got like amazing message from recruiter. So okay, I want to read it. So I'm reading it, and I'm shocked, surprised. You see the message. So I asked her, what's that amazing about that message? And she said, he has kittens, isn't it cute? Okay, this is interesting. So she went for phone screen with him, and she rejected the offer. But you know why? Because he wanted her to work in Alkmaar. So I was like, woman, didn't you read the message? It was in the first place written there. So, okay. So in a few weeks, I copy-paste the message, put kittens down, changed the city, and I came to her, Daphne, please give me feedback for my message. I want to send it to candidates. And she told me that she would never answer to such a horrible, boring message. So I just like, well, woman, you already did. So what this candidate did, what this recruiter did actually right. So he actually were talking about himself. He didn't even use her name, super not personalized at all. But with those two sentences, he tapped into her empathy. It's kind of humorous, and it's a definitely emotional story. So he just proved that when you win hunch and heart, the head doesn't have to have a place. So I was researching further these persuasive influential techniques, and I found phrases, magical phrases, which one can trigger people behavior. So if I would give you an example, I'm not sure if this role is for you, but this phrase intrigue, but the word but is that little voice in your head which one's gonna tell you, well, you wanna, I think, look at it. And there are more those phrases which one I'm gonna as well demonstrate you later. There are as well power words, emotional words, words which one associate with emotions, which one you wanna trigger. And you have to as well understand how this language you're using on exact candidate journey, right? So this is really typical candidate journey. We wish is it that simple, but it's a cycle of yesterday, of recruitment of yesterday. 92.5% candidates coming actually from informal sources, right? What we heard today. 57% decision made prior side. And this is actually the full multi-touchpoint journey. And multi-touchpoints have multi-touchpoints per stage. But there are all those multi-touchpoints, but there is that one touchpoint, which one is the most important, which one is behind every multi-touchpoint. We even redirecting candidates, our audience, to that touchpoint. Do you know which one is it? It's a job description. So 48% people see only job description, that's it. Which one apply? And to read like pretty average, not that long text, you need 2-3 minutes. But only 38% candidates reading long enough. Average time is 50 seconds. Pretty set. So I did experiment. I implement those languages, those methods to the job description. And it worked. I made them read. Some of them, they read it twice or 3 times. They were sending crazy feedbacks, how amazing it was, how they feel they were already working for the company. And technical people, right? So you will not really see that. So, and there are as well other influential principles, which one you always need to take account and then decide, depends on the audience or what you want to intrigue in your language. So, how would you feel? What about you would make them envision the future? How great it can be, how they would feel in the leadership position, having 3 people under that. I think it can sound well. Or let me as well read you a few sentences which I get prepared for you. So how would this sentence sound? How would you feel if this decision led to your promotion? It's a pretty nice sentence. I would feel good if my decision leads to promotion. So give them reason to either move forward or back. Most of the people. So just imagine that most of the people in our company are promoted within 1 year. That sounds like a cool company. Of course, if they're doing it. Or most of the people would rate our company 9 out of 10. Or something like that. When you use most of the people, people tend to be most of the people. You don't want to get really, you don't want to be too different. Or if you are prepared to give this a try, we are sure you will be happy from day 1 you will join. You guarantee them security because you give them, yeah, here is my word, you're definitely gonna be happy. Or the good news is that if you are reading this far, we bet you are a bit like us. We had several feedbacks from candidates when they read this sentence, that they just decided to directly apply, don't even finish the description, because if they read that part, they're like us. It's not really rational, but they just did it. Or how would you feel working with the newest technology? So just imagine, with your expertise, you will build the best software or application. What is stopping you from moving forward within this today? All these sentences I told you, they're all about full persuasive and influential phrases. You can use the manipulative way, of course, but I think that's what I don't have to tell you, like how to use it. And the really important influential principle is, many companies do the mistake that they put in at the beginning of any message, like information about the company, or who we are. You're putting at the beginning and in the end the most important information for the audience, for the candidate. So you're talking with the you language, what he's gonna do. Hey, you're gonna join this team, how you feel about that, etc. The company was actually for the candidate mostly the boring thing. You put in the middle, because people skimming really fast. And I hear a lot from my client, like, yeah, but we don't have enough content. We cannot really promote. We are not ready for employer branding. But my answer is always like, do you have people working at your company? There is a content on all life cycle. Just look at it. You have content online and offline. Just look around. And when I tell them just look around, I mean it. So I say just look around and record that the 360 view, because that's the content already. And use different type of content and yeah, just adapt to your audience again. Because there is no such a war for talent. There is actually a war of employers for attention. The day that we call ourselves, we call candidates or employees a resource, I think that was the day when we started on a wrong foot, because I don't think that I am, you are, human beings are actually resources. Because resources can burn, can drain. But I feel I'm more like a source. I'm bringing energy and I'm creative. And there is no more powerful source for creativity, inspiration, love than inspired and empowered human. And marketing and storytelling is a tool to empower and inspire. And yeah, it can sound crazy, but changing job is crazy too. Nobody likes that. It's a hard decision to change the job. You influence your life, your wallet, your partner. Everything's changed. I mean, I would not change my boyfriend just for like kind of unattractive man who will just wink on me because he likes me. It's like what we company winking on the candidate, like, oh, he likes you, join us. Well, make yourself a bit like attractive, do some effort, because why you would otherwise change? Because future can be tough. And I believe that we all can just go farther and realize that we need to bring the humanity to our job, because I feel and I would like to see those words, human, people, talent, those words which one we have in our job titles, I would like to see them in the real life, at the workplace. And yeah, as I see, there are mostly two types of people in this room, everywhere. One type of people, people, they, out of fear, out of nostalgia, don't want to move, don't want to change. And then there are those who just move with the time and trying to build and bring better future. So which one you are? Thank you.
Great job, Eva Baluchova.